Starry Hollywood skies are always shrouded in mystery, and the beauty of its luminaries is a subject of endless discussion, fueled by both official statements and numerous, often unconfirmed, rumors. Among the brightest stars whose appearance captivates millions and seems almost mythical in its perfection, Brad Pitt holds a special, iconic place. His face, with its expressive features and flawless profile, has become synonymous with male attractiveness, embodying an ideal sought not only by aspiring actors but also by ordinary people. But does this seemingly natural, impeccable image hide an old story, rooted in times when he wasn't yet world famous and didn't have an army of stylists, makeup artists, and personal trainers working on his image? Is it possible that the first, decisive step towards his iconic status, which we see today, was taken not on a film set, but in a carefully concealed plastic surgeon's office? Let's uncover the intriguing details of this long-standing mystery that continues to stir the minds of fans and experts. Brad Pitt, a native of Shawnee, Oklahoma, arrived in Hollywood in the late 1980s with just a few $100s in his pocket, barely enough for a room rental, and an boundless, almost fanatical desire to become an actor. His path to success was gradual, demanding, and filled with small, often unnoticed roles in TV series and low-budget films, where his acting potential hadn't yet been fully revealed. He played episodic characters who, despite his good looks, didn't always stick in the public's mind. However, his undeniable appeal, piercing blue eyes that could express a full range of emotions, from tenderness to ruthlessness, expressive facial features that seemed sculpted, and light hair that emphasized his all-American boy image, was always his strong suit. This appearance set him apart from other young actors, drawing the attention of casting directors looking for fresh faces for the screen. The culmination of this period was his appearance in the 1991 film Thelma and Louise. It was then, in a brief but incredibly magnetic role as the criminal hitchhiker J.D., that Brad Pitt instantly transformed into a sex symbol, causing a real sensation among viewers and critics. His screen presence was so striking and memorable that it opened doors to leading roles in blockbusters and the status of a major star. From that moment, his face became recognizable worldwide, and his appearance began to be meticulously analyzed under the microscope of public attention. This critical period, before the release of Thelma and Louise, or at its very beginning, when the actor wasn't yet under the watchful eye of paparazzi and tabloids, is the most interesting for those who believe in early plastic surgery. Among the many assumptions circulating for years, one stands out particularly clearly and has some visual evidence: otoplasty, or ear correction. Otoplasty, the most plausible early intervention in Hollywood beauty standards when carefully comparing Brad Pitt's photographs from his youth, for example, school pictures where he looks like an ordinary teenager with some characteristic features, or early television appearances where his features weren't yet idealized and polished for the big screen, with his look from Thelma and Louise and later, more famous films. Some observers note a noticeable difference in the shape and position of his ears. In earlier photos, his ears allegedly appeared slightly larger and more prominent than in later photos, where they looked more closely set, symmetrical, and proportionate to his face. This change, according to many, is too pronounced to be simply the result of angle, lighting, a clever hairstyle, or natural aging, which usually doesn't lead to such drastic changes in ear shape. Plastic surgery experts who comment on this matter, often remaining anonymous due to ethical considerations regarding discussing celebrities' medical procedures, indicate that otoplasty is a relatively common and routine procedure. It's often performed during adolescence or early adulthood because it has a significant psychological impact. Prominent ears can be a source of serious complexes, lead to teasing from peers, and affect a person's self-esteem, especially during the formative years. For an actor whose appearance is an integral part of his professional capital, determining his marketability and appeal to a wide audience, such an intervention could have been a perfectly logical and even strategic step to eliminate a potential flaw that might distract from his acting and hinder the creation of an ideal, flawless image. Like this, if you agree that appearance can influence success, especially in the entertainment industry. Several arguments support this theory. Firstly, some see a clear visual change in ear shape that is difficult to explain solely by angle, lighting, hairstyle changes, or natural aging. Secondly, unlike his ears, his other facial features, nose, jawline, eyes, appear natural and unchanged until typical age-related alterations. This makes the otoplasty hypothesis more plausible than more complex and noticeable interventions that would require longer recovery and be more obvious to the public. In Hollywood, where appearance plays such a crucial role in shaping a career and securing roles, the pursuit of perfection drives many young actors to improve their looks even before becoming stars, as competition is incredibly high, and any perceived flaw can cost them a dream role. Other hypotheses. More rumors, less evidence, and the mystery of the star's ideal profile beyond otoplasty, which remains the most discussed and visually convincing hypothesis. Other possible interventions are sometimes mentioned, but they have significantly less supporting evidence and are often mere rumors surrounding any public figure, especially one as famous as Pitt. For instance, some fans and analysts speculate that Pitt's nose might have been refined or altered through rhinoplasty. However, most plastic surgeons and visual analysts agree that his nose has always maintained the same, symmetrical shape and doesn't show typical signs of surgical intervention, such as altered angles or visible scars. Changes in camera angles, lighting during filming, professional makeup, or even minor weight fluctuations can create only the illusion of a shape change, which isn't permanent. There have also been speculations regarding his sharply defined jawline and chin, which are among his characteristic features, lending him masculinity, charisma, and sophistication simultaneously. Rumors circulated about chin implants or jawline correction to make it more square and pronounced. But his jawline has always been distinct, and any changes, if they occurred, are likely related to natural development, aging, and possibly weight fluctuations. Loss of fatty tissue with age often makes facial features, including the jaw, more defined and contoured, creating the illusion of changes that weren't surgical but rather a natural aging process. Why do celebrities remain silent? The veil of secrecy over perfection and the cost of image. There are several compelling reasons why Brad Pitt, like the vast majority of other celebrities, has never commented on plastic surgery rumors, leaving the public guessing and maintaining the myth of natural beauty. Firstly, Hollywood, despite the widespread prevalence of aesthetic interventions within its industry, often promotes an image of natural beauty and authenticity. Admitting to plastic surgery can undermine this carefully constructed image of an ideal given by nature and lead the audience to doubt the star's genuineness, their talent, rather than just their appearance, which might be the result of a surgeon's work. This can cause disappointment among fans who see their idols as the embodiment of perfection. Secondly, appearance is a very personal matter, and celebrities, like any individuals, have the right not to disclose the details of their medical procedures, preserving their privacy. This is a matter of personal boundaries that even a public figure has the right to set. Thirdly, part of the appeal of stars lies in their unattainability and idealized image. Revealing beauty secrets can break some of that magic, diminishing the aura of mystery that so attracts fans and sustains their interest. Ultimately, for an actor, it's important to be perceived primarily for their talent and acting prowess, for their contribution to cinema and memorable roles, rather than for their appearance or plastic surgery rumors. He wants his legacy to be associated with film, not aesthetic procedures. If you're interested in learning more about Hollywood secrets, don't forget to like this video. What do you think? Does a star's appearance, its naturalness or perfection, truly influence their perception and long-term success, or is talent still the most important factor, allowing them to shine regardless of age or physical changes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We eagerly await your insights. The story of Brad Pitt's possible plastic surgery before his fame, like most such stories in the world of show business, remains in the realm of speculation and discussion, fueled by visual analysis and public interest. We'd appreciate your like if you consider Brad Pitt one of the best actors of our time and a cinema legend. If you enjoyed this material and want to learn more about Hollywood secrets, celebrity lives, intriguing stories from the world of cinema, and analysis of iconic personalities, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We regularly publish captivating and informative content that will certainly interest you and allow you to look at your favorite celebrities from a new angle, revealing unknown sides of their path to fame. Stay with us so you don't miss new investigations and exclusive materials.